So here is my tableau of coffee store annual performance analysis, and I made four different ways to portray my data. And the first one is a map, and this really shows the sales based on the state or the location. With the darker the blue, the darker the blue, the more sales. And in this case, California's darkest blue with sales of 96,000, and the state with the least amount of sales and the brightest color of blue is New Hampshire here at 14,887. And what's cool about this graph is you could hover over any state and it tells you the exact amount of sales. So you can really see where most of your sales is coming in from and where what needs to be worked on. The next graph shows how effective marketing is in terms of sales, and this shows marketing on this axis and sales over here, and it also shows is color coded based on the product, whether it be coffee, espresso, herbal tea, or tea. Also, this has outliers canceled out, so we are not including outliers in this data. If you want to show the outliers, you could see the change in data drastically changes a few of the trend lines. So we're going to turn that off. And so this means that for everything spent on marketing, you get 5.69 times more on sales. So that one being the steepest with the largest coefficient really shows that the marketing for tea has been the most effective. Now let's look at some of the ones that I did that weren't the same as yours. So the bottom left graph shows sales, goes a little bit more in depth than the map above, as it shows sales based off of the state, each state's sales, and each product. So you could see that, as we talked about before, California is the state with the most sales. So it would make sense that most of the products are the highest for California, and you can see that espresso is California's highest product that they sold. Also, you can see some of the states that are underperforming, such as New Hampshire, with all very low numbers of sales for product. What's also interesting is you could see some states make a lot more money based off of coffee, and some make a lot more money based off of their tea. For example, if you look at Nevada here, Nevada has very low sales numbers for the coffee and espresso, which are the coffee products. But then if you look to the right over here, herbal tea of 25,000 sales compared to the 3,000. And if you just look at normal tea, 27,000 sales. So it's clear that we are able to concur that Nevada is a very tea-friendly state. On the other hand, you could find some states that are leaning more towards coffee, such as Illinois, because Illinois has 18,000 sales and 26,000 sales for the coffee products, but then only 16,000 and 8,000 for the tea products. And the final graph that I made compares the budgeted profit that the company had budgeted for and the profit that it actually did get. So let's look at 2010 to start. 2010, it's clear that they budgeted a lot of profit for especially their coffee products, but they budget over 10,000 for all quarters. But if you look up here, it's much lower than that, and it looks like the tea and the herbal tea are about their, maybe not perfect, but they're about near their budget. But then the espresso was another bad budget. So it looks like the next year they played off of the not meeting the numbers and budgeted a little bit lower for their things, and they actually ended up doing better. They exceeded what they had budgeted for in just about all of them. So they were more realistic with their budget in 2011, and this budgeting is very important for companies if they want to succeed and make money. As you can see, these are some of my Tableau graphs, and I hope you enjoyed them. Thank you.